There's actually a big problem with Coach Chot Reyes resigning as the Gilas Pilipinas coach. Ito po, no, nababalita na po siya. And napanood ko rin po yung post-game press conference na this might be the last game of Coach Chot Reyes. Alam ko, may mga natutuwa, meron ding mga nag-aalala. Ako actually, isa po ako sa nag-aalala. And explain ko sa inyo kung bakit. Of course, sinabi ko rin sa inyo from the start that I think we need some change. It's gonna happen, but meron pong problema. But I also wanted to let you know that I salute Coach Chot Reyes for this reason. Pag-usapan po natin yan at let's do this.
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Shoutout muna sa Sports Plus PH po, no? This is a PAGCOR license. And hindi pa po tapos ang FIBA World Cup, at least po doon sa mga nakapasok. Para sa Pilipinas, that will be our last game. So just to give you updated, nanalo po tayo sa China. It was a much needed win. It's a moral victory. And at least kahit papano, nakakuha tayo ng isa. At alam ko marami pong masaya dyan sa panalo po ng Gilas Pilipinas against China. It's personal, no? Anyway, pagkatapos po ng laro ay ito nga po si Coach Chot Reyes ay hindi na napigilan magsalita. Marami po siya mga binitawan na bagay at isa na po dyan yung kanyang pag-resign. At sinabi rin niya, no, bawal pala matalo dito sa Pilipinas. Harsh kasi talaga yung mga ano dito sa Pilipinas. Ito yung isang nagba-viral. Kung magalit kayo sa akin, parang ako yung nangako ng 3 to 6 months at 20 pesos per kilo na bigas. Marami pa po, no? At alam ko naman talaga na medyo yung mga fans po dito at saka yung mga tao sa Pilipinas, medyo harsh talaga tayong magsalita sa kapwa isa't isa. Which is, sabihin ko na kagad dyan ako saludo dito kay Coach Chot Reyes. Like what he said, he did not apply for this. He was assigned, he was doing his job. Unfortunately, he didn't do the job well or as expected by a lot of us, no? And therefore, naniniwala naman ako kailangan talaga ng pagbabago. I also believe that coaching and strategy should change. And that means Coach Chot Reyes stepping aside. He mentioned that he's not retiring or resigning because he's not a quitter. He's just stepping aside. Well, you know, it's just terminology, but at least the end result is still the same, which means he is giving chance to other to lead the coaching job for the Gilas Pilipinas. It's right now the situation, yung situation po sa Gilas Pilipinas, medyo parang um, it's in a tricky situation because of this thing, no, na lagi nating problema din. Naalala nyo, di ba? Lagi natin sinasabi because we don't have enough preparations, um, because there's no team chemistry. Ang dami nagsasabi na yun nga, kasi nga gusto natin ng European style, napasahan, shooting sa labas, but we're not doing it. And we can't do it because we didn't have preparations. To be straight and honest with you, I think we had preparations. Ang haba natin nag-prepare dito. We expected this one. Unfortunately, the end result is that yung mga hindi po nakapag-prepare, yun din po yung naipasok. At unfortunately, the system didn't really work. So we have to prepare for the right system. In my opinion, being isang vlogger at saka fan po ng basketball. So ito po yung sitwasyon. The next tournament that we will have, kahit ano sabihin po ng mga tao na wala na yung Gilas, I'm sure marami pa pong manonood po ng Asian Games. And from what I understand, it's about ilang weeks na lang less than a month, 20 days. So here's the situation. Masaya man yung iba po na mag-resign na po si Coach Chot Reyes. The issue here is that who will replace him? And whoever does replace him, papayag ba siya na 20 days ang preparation lamang? Isipin lang po natin, Coach Chot Reyes, kahit papano na-embed niya na yung sistema niya, nanalo siya sa World Cup, kahit isa lang, no? Nanalo siya at muntik na siya manalo ng more than one. Unfortunately, result is king, di ba? Result is king. So, pagpapalitan, how do we now prepare? And can we prepare? Actually, issue na nga ito kasi po kahit kunwari, for example lang, Chot Reyes still remains as the coach. of Gilas Pilipinas for the Asian Games, yung mga players naman, mawawala din lahat. So ngayon, it begs me to question, is it really worth it to have players that's playing for the team, tapos hindi naman pala rin makakapag-continue. Walang continuity, which is the problem. Sabi nga nila, we should create a core and then we can add, Clarkson or 1, 2 person, but people or players, pero pagdating po ng panahon, yung core pa rin ang nandiyan dyan. Ibig sabihin, um, dapat kasi yung core still intact at yung player na papasok ang mag-a-adjust, hindi yung tayo ang mag-a-adjust sa player. Fortunately, the best players is not cannot commit long term because they have a commitment elsewhere. Like Kai Soto will be playing for Japan, Dwight Ramos, and of course Jordan Clarkson will be back in the NBA. So again, di usapan ng pera muna dito. I don't care about that. It's not my problem. But I'm sure there is may mga sponsor na willing maglabas as we saw. So that is a big problem. And that is even with Coach Chot Reyes. Ibig sabihin, nandyan si Coach Chot, nandun din yung karamihan ng players pa rin. Pero, mahirapan pa rin kasi maraming mawawala. Ang mawawala pa, yung mga main players natin. Ibig sabihin, yung mga main contributor. So, paano na kung mayroon pang bagong coach? And if ang sigaw kasi ng mga tao, palitan si coach because ayaw nila ng dribble drive. So, kung ang ipapalit dyan is that ibang sistema, hindi dribble drive, yung mga pasapasan, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it will be difficult. And, most of us would say that is set up for failure. Kaya nga kagabi, nag-away na yung ating mga kaibigan. Sabi, i-retain na lang si Coach Chot. Dahil si Coach Chot, nandiyan na yan eh. Tapusin na lang niya yung Asian Games, and then after that, we prepare for the next big tournament. No? The next Olympics, the next World Cup, or kung kailangan 2027, sinabi nga nila. So it's a two-bladed sword. But at the same time, I actually understand Coach Shot. He has been put into a lot of pressure, a lot of criticism, a lot of bashing, a lot of hates. And alam ko yan kasi bilang isang coach na talagang of the most watched sporting team right now sa Pilipinas, talaga namang he will be center of all of the attention, lalo na pag natatalo. And masakit yun para sa kanya. Sabi nga niya sa isang interview, medyo naawa din ako ng konti, is that, binubu siya, pero hindi lang naman siya yung naapektuhan, yung kanyang players at saka yung kanyang pamilya. Medyo harsh talaga ang mga fans lalo na dito sa Pilipinas. And fortunately, sabi niya, the fans doesn't deserve it. So, well, some would say na, kasi naman, bakit ikaw pa yung nag-coach sa FIBA World Cup? Iba kasing mentality. In the same thing, siguro pareho kami ng mentality din ni Coach Shot na, I never give up. I'm not a quitter. Na I'll try my best. Even if minsan kulang yung kaalaman ko, kulang yung strategy ko. As long as I'm put in that position, wala magagawa. I have to serve the country. You chose me, and this is the best that I can do. Unfortunately, my best is not enough. And that's why I'm also, I should be ready for criticism, just like coach. But there comes a time na enough is enough. And maybe he felt that ito na yung enough kasi masyado nang affected. Yun nga lang, it comes in a very difficult situation because of the next tournament na people are still gonna watch. But also, come to think of it, by the way, ang gusto ng mga tao, sumisigaw daw, we want tab. We want tab. Sigaw ng bayan, sabi ng mga anyway, panalo tayo. Gusto ko lang pakita rin nito, no? Jordan Clarkson, I have nothing to say. Hopefully, sayang lang, no? Siguro there's one thing. Sana yung shooting niya, yung field goal percentage niya, the shooting, it happened sana do sa previous games. And we could have really, really, probably we could have won. And I honestly believe that. Mahirap kasing matalo sa atin kasi nasa Pilipinas tayo. Pero if you really look at it, tama din si Coach Shot, ang dami kayong malalakas na natalo din. Maraming malalakas. Well, hindi naman natin nakikita yung criticism ng ibang bansa, hindi lahat. Yung sa atin lang. And we really feel ours because naiintindihan natin lahat ng mga sinasabi. But isa lang din dito kasi, pero hindi kasi natin tumatanggap. Aminin mo, Bro, Japan lang talaga ang nagpakitang gilas dito, and they did better. If we did do the same thing as Japan, would that suffice you? Okay na ba 'yon yung ginawa ng Japan na mag-qualify? Yes, probably. But also, I wanna tell you, like natalo natin ng China. Paano natin na natalo ng China? Eh, ano yung coach nila, imported. 'Di ba? So talagang medyo mahirap din talaga yung sitwasyon because you know, yung Asian talaga in reference to the world stage of basketball, medyo underdogs talaga tayo. Just to put it nicely there. Medyo underdog talaga tayo. And to be able to compete in this level, it's already such a, parang an honor. But again, ulitin ko po we expected more, especially with the system. And yung pinanood natin kasi hindi talaga siya, it's not pretty except for the China game and maybe the Dominican Republic na muntikan na, but the rest, it wasn't that pretty yung mga laro natin, which is why I understand, ikaw naiintindihan po kita. Yun yung problema natin. So what would you rather, i-retain na lang muna si coach or palitan na kagad? Ito yung final say ko. If I'm coach, yes, I think I would step aside. It's not my problem anymore. I did my job. Pinagbigyan ko na rin yung kumari SBP. You wanted me there, but now it's just too much. I think it's really is too much. Too much to bear with maybe the family and the players. And kasi pag siya pa rin ang kinuha dyan, kumari pinaniwalaan, he's not a quitter, but the fans is just just gonna continue to affect and magbabash pa rin sigurado. So iwasan na lang siguro 'yon. Fortunately, that's kumbaga choose your poison. So at least wala nang masasabi yung fans ngayon kay Coach Chot kung sakaling hindi siya. So iba naman, bago naman. At least there's some change. And I think change is needed for the next team. Yun, sana lang ma-keep yung core or majority of the players, and kung sino may idagdag natin, Justin Brownlee, at least magkaroon po ng commitment to practice in that short period of time because we badly need it, especially if we want to win and not just participate. And I know Philippines wants to win kasi yan ang number one sport natin dito sa Pilipinas. I hate to say it, kahit boxing fan din ako, still basketball ang number one sport na pina-follow po ng Filipino. Agree ba kayo sa akin o hindi? Well, how do you feel about this? Salamat guys. By the way, again, shoutout po sa Sports Plus. I-scan nyo lang po to if you want to register. Thank you.